Hey everybody, Nytroxiouse here, and I have been tagged again. In fact, it was actually a little while back when I was tagged by Furious Vampire. I just haven't been, bothered to get off my lazy ass and actually do a new tag video, which I really should do. You suppose just want to do things as soon as possible, but I just didn't. But anyway, here's 5 new facts about me that you probably did or didn't, or probably didn't even care to know prior to this. Right, first fact, number 1. Now, as I kind of touched upon, and your Christine brought up about my first, well, not my first, my biggest rant, I actually consider myself to be a nudist. Yes, because clothing in general I do not find very comfortable compared to just the natural, body overall. Now, a lot of you are probably going to be like, do not want too much information, and really isn't too much information, because the naturist philosophy is essentially that of you are who you are regardless of your appearance. The human body is just the natural body, there's nothing more, and that the taboo that's currently behind it, and the mass paranoia that many people have, is completely and utterly pointless. And really, I think that a lot of people today just worry too much about, fashion, and too much about general appearance and what they look like, trying to make them look cool, or, just say, the more extreme end, you have those that are starving themselves because they don't look like photoshopped, supermodels in magazines, which are completely fake in general. See my beauty versus talent rant for more on that particular note. But yeah, I don't care who is wearing what, if anything. That is completely irrelevant to me. I mean, if they're not wearing anything, it's obviously going to be noticeable, but what they are saying is, and the message they're trying to come across, is far more important than their general appearance. Of course, I'm always going to be dressed for actual making videos for obvious reasons, so don't even think about it. Yeah, but moving onwards, fact number 2. I have a keen interest in evolution and zoology. I'm an animal lover. I mean, if I had any money, then I would gladly fund some charities to help endangered animals, and maybe even if I had the time, I would even work in like an animal shelter. But unfortunately, these animal shelters that are near me anyway, they seem to be 40 hours a week working, and even with voluntary work, not getting any money, that's really just too much. But yeah, my favourite animal is of course wolf, being a wolfarian. It is most like me in many ways. I believe I explained that in my last tag video. I don't know if I've re-uploaded it or not. But yeah, favourite animals are the wolves, because they are very resilient, they are very persistent, and they have an incredible social structure to their packs. Even the omega wolves, who are at the bottom and often get picked on and are lowest on the pecking order, they are still a valued member of the pack. They serve a greater purpose in there, and are always ensured that they are looked after. They are never left behind. In fact, I remember seeing a documentary where a pack of wolves was being relocated, and the alpha male, he just checked every single crate to make sure that all the wolves were there before he goes into his new territory. He did not leave any of them behind, and they've even been known to, make such social bonds with humans, and remember these humans, and never forgetting friends, something that is especially like me in many ways. For the evolution side, I'm just fascinated by the endless possibilities and the such incredible yet harsh way that natural selection has come about, actually, making all the animals we see today, and how they are each adapted to their environments, and how they could become better adapted, and some animals are more adaptable to a variety of environments to which allow them to survive, and thus take in many different forms we see them today. In fact, islandization is the most interesting, because then you get like a huge burst of evolution, and the Galapagos Islands is the best place to look. If anyone you find it, I recommend this documentary, The Future is Wild. It's just a fascinating look as to what animal life might be like in the future. Moving on, fact number 3, I consider myself a neo-pagan, much like Lillylivers, and what that means essentially is that I believe that nature is the divine force. Nature is the divine. The world itself is like a god that should be worshipped, respected, and be a part of us at all times, or as much as humanly possible. Just whatever you can do to help the environment and keep the world sustained as we live in. Although this could be considered more pantheistic than spiritual. I mean, I believe in spirits and that and karma and whatnot, but it's mostly pantheistic philosophy that the earth itself is the equivalent to a god. Moving on, my favourite fact number 4, my favourite video game of all time is Hogs of War. Yes, because you might call it a Worms ripoff, and it kind of is like that because it's a similar humorous turn-based strategy, but I just absolutely adore it. It's got hilarious dialogue, it's got simple controls, it's got a variety of different gameplay styles, it's got a variety of different tactics you can use, and best of all, pigs exploding other pigs. My absolute favourite tactic to use is get to the water, get a cattle prog and just poke them right in, and then just watch the other pigs drown as they try to swim to shore. Yes, I'm evil. Anyway, faction number 5. I actually have a kind of mixed ethnic origin. I mean, I was born and raised here in the UK. However, my mum is from Italy and my dad is from New Zealand. I've been to both places numerous times, and both have a fascinating culture. I love Italy because of the food and the innovativeness of the Romans, and also because of the hot weather you get. And I also love New Zealand for much the same reasons, but also the different tourist availability, the fact that English is a native language, and also the wildlife and so many other things I just love about those countries. Anyway, now it's time to tag 5 other people, and I've got 5 people that I have in mind. Right, first person is Nytroxiouse. I don't think he's done one of these before, but I think he could do one again if he has. Yeah, I want to see what he does. Second is someone who's like a big sister to me. It's the Lady Jayde. I absolutely love her like a sister. She's a brilliant person, so I think she could use making another video or 2. Thirdly, it's Bigal 2K6, aka Bigal the Rantmaster. He's going to be returning soon, maybe to a new account or something, I'm not sure. But when he does, I personally would like him to do a new tag video and just say a few more things about himself that we didn't know before, because I don't think he's done very many of those things. He's might have done one before. Third person, if he's watching, is the Witchdragon. He's an interesting person. He does some simple webcam rants on perhaps some more supernatural and new age spiritual beliefs, including otherkin, therianthropy, and so on and so forth. And he's just a great friend, a very caring person. And finally, Amy Rat 151. I'll be sending this video to her. She's actually quite interesting, does a number of anti-Twilight rants and starting some female unbiased anime reviews, and has got some very interesting points and very knowledgeable points to say, and so I personally would like to hear more from her and more about what she's about, Anyway, that's all for now. This is Nytroxiouse. Thank you for watching my new tag video, and I shall see you all on the dark side of the moon. Off and away.